morning, good morning, good morning, good morning. YouTube. Get in here. Get in here. This is Miss Tanya. I am your holistic hair and scalp restoration practitioner with some lifestyle benefits because, I'm going to talk to you. Somebody said, Tanya, why don't you just turn your notifications down when you go live? Best thing to do. Then it doesn't disrupt your viewers. So, y'all get in here. We're talking hair loss this morning because this is affecting all people. Listen, I got kids that are struggling with hair loss. I have males that are struggling with hair loss. I got females struggling with hair loss. So this is something that is affecting all people, not just us people of color, all people. So thought I'd come on this morning to share some of the things I know because I am holistic, which means I look at the whole. Holistics has nothing to do with no chemicals. I can't stand when people say, when they're holding a cosmetic and they go, it's all natural. No, this is what they say. It's supposed to be all natural. You guys notice that? That knows you don't believe it. Like, why are you saying supposed to be? But get in here. We're talking hair loss today, this morning. I've even decided to just start out by saying, please like the live, okay? As soon as you come in. Anybody's live, y'all. If you watch anyone's live, whether you like them or not, just hit the like. That's what YouTube wants you to do. You know what I'm saying? It's a part of the game. It's a part of the formula. You know what I'm saying? So, just thought that I would come get on. And shout out to Miss Parker. Miss Parker. She's my client now. She found me on this here YouTube here in Denver. They're saying that don't nobody know how to do hair. And that's not true. People know how to do hair here in Denver. People got to stop saying that. We know how to do hair. It's just that I'm Miss Tanya, your holistic hair and scalp restoration practitioner, just coming on to talk about hair loss, okay? Because we need to talk about it because I think a lot of individuals are confused, been a little misled by the bullshitters, you know what I'm saying, that just be barking. Do y'all know that you can make a dog shadow in the dark if you do like this? Y'all know I used to do some things, but if you do like this and do like this, you're making a dog like bark, 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 bark. So that's my new thing now. Bark, 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 bark. Everybody do it. Bark, 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 bark. Moms, you can do that to your kids. When they get to talking, just do this. Because they're going to be like, what is mom doing? Bark, 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 bark. Hair loss, let's start from the top and let's do some theory. That means just the words, you know what I'm saying? Me too! Welcome to my tribe. Subscribe if you'd like to be a part of my tribe. Look, I'm real different, as you see, because I wear so many different hats. I know how to change. I know how to act. You know what I'm saying? Some people don't know how to act. So welcome. If you're different like I am. I have a lot of different people in the tribe. Actually, we're almost going to hit 5,000 here in a minute. Oh, I'm so excited because I thought that I would run that up today too. So subscribe, welcome, get in here because Trip, we're going to talk about hair loss because I know a lot of people are confused. So let's do the theory, okay? There is this word that kind of surfaced, boy, back in 2000. I don't know if some of y'all was born back then, but there was this thing called the millennium. You know what I'm saying? And they had all of us, a shout out to Bishop because he says that all the time. You know what I'm saying? Do y'all say that? You know what I'm saying? Like, how do you even spell that? You know what I'm saying? But you know what I'm saying means, do you know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? Alopecia simply means hair loss. Just Google it, everybody. That's doing the holistics instead of just Google it. That's the one thing that Google is good for. The keywords. Keywords are important. So make sure that you put in there definition of alopecia. And it don't say nothing about never hair ain't never gonna grow no more. It don't say nothing about you're never gonna get hair growth there ever again. It doesn't say a disorder. It don't say you got a disease. It don't say none of that. So where are we getting all that from? It just means hair loss. And guess what? Hair loss is a part of the game, y'all. When you do the research and you're really educated, you know that hair got three functions. I know y'all don't like to hear the truth. Hey, did y'all drink y'all's water this morning? Because I'm also, again, your hydration expert. One of the things that I can tell a lot of my ladies out here, y'all ain't drinking enough water. You keep thinking that you can go through life drinking alcohol, coffee, and tea and shit. No, your internal and external organs are gonna struggle. Some women wonder, why is my hair not flowy like Miss Tanya's? Because you not drinking hardly enough water. Man, I actually just got into an argument with one of these kids born in the 90s, and I don't no disrespect to anybody that's born in the 90s. I was born in 75, so of course I think you're a child. My kids is 33. Let's be clear, I ain't no young duck. You feel me? Water is the foundation of all living things. Some people think, I guess, that humans are the exception to that rule. You are just like a fish. Yeah, lack of what? Enough water? No, you're not going to run to the darn hospital because you dehydrated. You can still work dehydrated. You can even work out. You don't know how many individuals I see in the gym flexing with dehydrated lips. Because I'll zoom in on your stuff and I'll be like, that person's dehydrated because no one is talking to you about your water intake. You got everybody talking to you about what tea to drink, what coffee to drink, what alcohol to drink. But not too many people in your life is talking to you about the water that you need to be drinking and how much you need to be drinking. That's my job. And we talking hair loss today because alopecia is one of the three functions of the hair strand. There is the growth phase, the resting phase, and then the shedding phase. Now, I already did enough research to read that there is a community, there's a tribe up the street and around the corner yelling out their front doors that losing 100 strands a day is normal. Okay, well, maybe if you're using the products you're using, but the products that we're using, we do not lose 100 strands a day. And have found through the research and studies that I've conducted on over 400 women here in Denver, documented, mind you, I got the proof. I don't just be I give healthy hair. I give healthy hair, but my hair is not healthy. I give healthy hair. I grow hair, but I don't have no hair. I don't have no hair. That's not me. I am growing my own hair, so my own approach has worked on my hair because people have been talking about me here for years. They be like, well, if you grow hair, how come your hair ain't growing? And that was because when we stand behind the chair, I don't know about other people, but I ain't afraid to admit my faults and my truth. I thought I was the exception to the rule. Like, I don't have time to be doing my hair and keeping my hair on point, but I did not know that my hair was one of my main marketing points. I didn't realize that. I thought I was supposed, woo, I thought my hair was supposed to look all jacked up or braided or in a weave or in a wig. And that's cool if that's what you offering. That's proper. You feel me? Like if that's all you specialize in, that's what you should be wearing is a weave. And if you specialize in wigs, you should have on a wig. But if you specialize in healthy hair, you know what I'm saying? You should be rocking it and showing it and exemplifying it. You know what I'm saying? And mind you, I don't care if anybody say my hair look crazy. My hair looks great. My hair used to look jacked up. It was fuzzy, frizzy, dull. Mind you, I have no oil in my hair. I think people be thinking certain things because people are scared to clear their confusion. I have no product in my hair. I don't be putting no icy in my hair because I'm an Indian chick and I've always had low density, so it makes my hair heavy. So yeah, hair loss, losing 100 strands, it's not normal for us. How about that? And a lot of people think, oh, that's normal. No, it's not. Not when you get to get following the holistic approach. You're gonna have way less hair loss like in the first situation. You feel me? It ain't like you gotta sit under a hooded dryer with the holistic approach. You don't even need a hooded dryer or plastic baggies. You feel me? Whoa, whoa, and you don't need no conditioner. You need conditioner. No, you don't. Not for straight hair. Some people see don't understand me. They're like, why Miss Tanya always talking mess? Like, I'm not talking mess, y'all. Just like y'all, I have a brand. And I rocks my brand. And my brand is straight hair. I done always worn my hair smooth since I've been out the whip. All through elementary here in Denver, ain't nobody ever seen Tanya in no braids, ever. I've always straightened my hair because my mama straightened my hair. Look, my mama didn't know how to braid. She was different. My mom never braided my hair, so I didn't grow up with those experiences, so I'm not accustomed to it, right? So when I looked into alopecia, I realized, like, man, they got everybody thinking like what's normal is a problem. But what becomes a problem with this hair loss situation, you got to learn your you. And this is the holistics. And this is where a lot of individuals is just moving a little too fast to even begin to do holistics. Because what holistics means is doing the whole. Instead of just, oh, I got hair loss, and then just go what? Go braid it again? Listen, listen. I used to be a Denver braider, okay? I braided here in Denver for 16 years. I did feed in braids. I did goddess braids. Denver knows this. They mad. Some of them mad because I stopped doing it. So they stopped coming because I was like, I'm not doing that anymore because you're losing your edges. And some women, you see how my product hydrates? Done turned my whole situation different. Cause y'all know how dusty your face is when you wake up in the mornings. I'm sure you've never done the holistics with your skin like I have, but one of the things that you're not makes your eyes burn. Uh-oh, let me reel it in. I must be getting too educated. I must be sharing too much knowledge because honey, these platforms be like Tanya, they'd be like, you're telling them too much. They want you to kind of act stupid, especially if you're a WOC. And do I got some WOCs out there? Some POCs? I'm a WOC and a POC. Anybody know what that means? What's up, King Von? I love you. I love you, King Von. But oh my God. Do you know how slimy your eyelashes get? Look, that was a piece of duck butter. Y'all remember, did y'all moms call your stuff duck butter in your eyes? But Trip, listen, I'm a licensed esthetician, y'all. And I would never, ever put a toner on my face again. Why? Because number one, it burns. Number two, that's alcohol. That's stupid. Alcohol is an antiseptic. I don't have no sores on my face. Maybe if I, you know what I'm saying, cut my, I don't have all that. So I would, what you need a toner for when you really do the holistics? And I'm ready to tell Dora, shame on y'all. Shame on y'all. Look, I'm trying to make political change here in Denver. Because I don't know about everybody else, but I'm sick of paying. I'm paying, I think I just paid I don't remember because it just gets paid, but some money for a little piece of paper. And I can't wait for Dora. I'm waiting for Dora to call me. Because I got so many questions for them. How come You're not checking on us, Dora. How come you're not making us review anything, Dora? How come you're not even coming in to make sure my combs are clean, Dora? That's why the industry is so darn what I call crazy right now. We have no regulations, we have no protections. Our license right now don't serve no purpose except a 10% discount at the Asian owned beauty supply stores. I don't even post it. It's not required. I don't even have to show that I have a license. That's crazy. And we got a test. Do you know they go check on the doctors? Do you know that cosmetologists, I don't know about a hairstylist. Did a hairstylist have to take the the practical and the written? I don't know because I'm a Cosmo. But anyway, back to what I was talking about, which is hair loss. Can y'all like the live? What are y'all doing? Huh? I hope y'all drinking water, and that's how come I only got 6 likes. We're just like plants. I don't know what you thought, what you think, but we are living matter. And so is our hair and your skin. I have to tell so many of my clients, they wonder, Miss Tanya, why is your hair so sheen, and you don't have to put no IC on it? Because number one, I stay on top of my hair now. I am extremely consistent with my scalp care. I'm constantly exfoliating my scalp. I'm constantly trimming my ends, and I know these are two things that most women are not doing to their hair, and they're wondering why their hair is not. I'm gonna just be honest. We got hair loss problem. Listen, this is what I really came on here to really get y'all to understand. Here in my tribe, tribe. We ain't did that in a minute. Hold on. I'm gonna get back to alopecia because y'all know I like to have fun with my life. So let me go to the top. What's up, Vaughn? Everybody say hi to King Vaughn of Durham. Is it north or south? I ain't really. Let me stop saying stuff I don't know nothing about. Durham, I know you're in that city. King Von been rocking with me for years, y'all. We met over on TikTok before TikTok banned me for educating too much because this topic right here, they don't like me talking to y'all about the holistic way to be well. Look, I'm 50 years old. Got people thinking I'm 32 because I be doing things that most 50-year-olds don't be doing. And I've noticed there's a lot of people my age. I be looking at them like, dang, they already look like they're 70, super gray. Like, I don't hardly have no gray hairs, y'all. Maybe that's why people think I'm so young. But, and then the wrinkles on the face, it's like, whoa, whoa. And then a lot of people are overweight. I'm not overweight no more. I used to be. Like, I used to be an alcoholic. I used to have a crazy face too. I used to have to wear foundation and a concealer under my eyes every single day. I don't have to do none of that no more. I used to have a lot of other issues like alopecia, and I don't have a lot of those issues anymore. So let's go back to this. Alopecia is hair loss. It is a part of the game, everybody. But here's the game. You gotta learn your rate of hair loss, okay? Your normal rate of hair loss. Because even on the day of shampooing, I show my improve to my clients. It's not that we don't have no hair coming out. It's just a little itsy weensy peensy. We ain't got them balls. I be seeing girls on IG rolling up these balls of hair loss, and you're showing that. Ours be little. Look, I saved one. Hold up. Let me get y'all one of my balls. Hold on, because I saved it. Yep, here we go. I just washed my hair. This is what we get. And I show my clients all the time. So if you're getting way more than this, anytime, when you comb through your hair, I'm going to just be honest with you. We don't use conditioner. That's why my hair looks like that. I would never We tried it. Once you go holistic, oh, you're never going to moisturize your hair ever again, because moisturizing your hair is actually for me and us here in Denver. Look, I got a whole tribe of not just me, my family, but all my clients agree that, yeah, my hair loss was crazy the whole time I was using conditioner, and we thought it was so helpful when it's not for our climate here. Now, if you live in a high humid climate, everything is different. Listen, I don't know about y'all, but I live in two totally different climates. I live here in Denver, and then I live part-time. I got a little, you know what I'm saying, in Atlanta. Down south in Georgia, nobody ever has flakes, hardly ever, y'all. Only in the winter months now, because I done figured it out, but hardly ever has any flakes. People here in Denver be having blizzards coming up out their heads. And guess what? My friend Shauna helped me figure this out, because Shauna left me back in 2016 and moved to Georgia. I should have left with her, but I was scared. I was making so much more money even back then. I was like, I'm not leaving Denver. So I noticed when I would do her hair in Georgia, I used to be like, what type of brush you using? Because you don't never have no flakes. And mind you, I was only doing her hair there because she didn't start coming back and forth till years later. So mind you, because you know we friends, so we rocking. This is our 10th year this year. I started noticing when I started doing her hair here in Denver, she got the blizzard, the snowstorm coming up out the scalp. So I had to do the holistics, which is what I do. It's what I do. I help any of y'all figure y'all stuff out. You feel me? And I'm gonna make everything make sense because I've done so much research. So many people be like, how Tanya knows so much? Because I be reading and testing and studying. That's how you learn. You don't learn on social media. You're gonna be confused on social media. You gotta get next to somebody. I just had a stylist get the balls to come say, Miss Tanya, can I come watch you do hair? You absolutely can. And she was shooketh because she was like, and I was like, look, it's a formula. So hair loss, everyone, is real here in Denver because of our climate. I got so many. Climate ain't got nothing to do with hair growth and what happens to your hair. Yes, it does. Oh, yes, it does. Anybody barking any of that, you ain't never lived here in Denver. You only live in humidity, or you only live in a dry climate, and you ain't cross-contaminated into the two. It's two totally different ball games going. And I done figured that out. That's why now I want to move. I do not. My clients know they are in trouble because the results, the growth results that I'm getting in Georgia, I'm like, whoa, nobody's hair is growing that fast. My hair ain't growing that fast here in Denver. We get a month because of our climate, and it's changing like crazy. And only people that are from Denver feel me and agree with me. I can't find any POCs or WOCs that's really paying attention to their environment the way I do. I think I look at the news and the weather more than the news stations do, because it's changing and it's affecting all living matter. Look, anybody in Denver, the lick is not to open a dispensary, open up a pet hospital. Because people will spend more money on their pets than they do their kids. And it's true here in Colorado anyway. But if you really want to come up real quick and you want a business idea, holler at me, because I'll be like, nah, don't open no dispensary. We already got 55,000 of those. We got more weed dispensaries here in Denver than liquor stores now. Facts. Hair loss is a part of the game, but you gotta learn your climate first, because your climate determines what products you need to be using because you need to keep your hair soft. And if you're here in Denver and you're trying to do all that moisturizing and oiling, it's not gonna cut it. You better call me. I don't care if you like me or not. I got the knowledge and I done did the research and I know how to level everybody up. People here in Denver obviously don't see what's going on. I see what's going on. Clients ain't booking the way they used to be booking. I mean, I'm busy, busy. I just did 22 clients and I still got two more to do today. 22, that's 24 clients in 7 days. I don't know franchises putting out that kind of volume in a week, period. And it's because I don't use conditioner. It's because I don't braid. Can't book no braids with me. It's because I don't do locks. It's because, let's be clear, I don't use bleach. It's all that stuff I learned in beauty school because it don't work. The Mill Lady Standards was not designed for black hair, number one, and the Mill Lady Standards was not designed in no dry climate. Wasn't nobody like, oh, let's do the holistics and let's do this curriculum to make sure that we're catering to all people. We need to be understanding what we are doing. Hair loss is going to get you if you don't understand your climate and these products gotta talk to me. Like I said, I don't care if you like me or not. We don't like our teachers, can't stand our teachers, but we gotta fool with them because they got the knowledge. And that's how we all know that's how you level up in life. You can't level up in this hair industry hiding in the bushes talking about fuck that. Fuck Tanya. I ain't about to call her. I ain't about to tell her I'm confused. I don't know why. I done admitted I was confused. Shit. Running clients smooth away from me because I'm steady watching the South and the East Coast, giving this everybody flowing through their hair and they got all this soft, sheeny, shiny stuff. And when we use the oils, our stuff is stuck, stiff, brittle, dull, frizzy. I had to realize, oh, you got to do certain things in humidity to have soft, luxurious, flowy hair without a relaxer. And we ain't got no relaxers. I have no relaxer. I have no conditioner in my hair. My hair ain't never, even when I wore a relaxer, y'all. I'm 33 years in the industry. I done did everything. Even when I wore relaxer, I tried a keratin treatment. That stuff made my hair stiff. If you don't realize the results of these approaches, something's wrong with you. You're drinking too much coffee and not enough water. Your pineal gland is all calcified. That is a thing. That's what happens when you ain't drinking enough water. Your brain becomes completely calcified. You got to decalcify your pineal gland. And the only way to do that, I just told somebody this the other day. She asked me, Tanya, why am I so cloggy? She's confused. She's tired all the time. Steady drinking coffee, but she's tired. I told her, you're not paying attention, baby. And she older than me, and I babied her. I said, how much water do you drink? She just stared, and everybody says to me, I drink a lot of water, but clearly you ain't drinking enough. It's a formula. Just like hair loss is a formula. Based on who you are, determines how much water you drink. Based on where you live, ooh, I didn't mean to do that because I don't have no pants on. Did y'all see that? Because I get up in my good morning attire. I don't put no makeup on. I don't have to do my hair. I mean, if I really wanted to leave the house, I would do like this. I put my little swoop part in like that. And then I like feathering my hair, so I like using this comb right here that I go over and then I do the push like bam. And then it, without curling it, I use no product, no tools, whatever, y'all. whatever, y'all. Whatever, y'all. You got to be real different. I'm going to say it. You real weird if you don't want this for your hair. Because all my clients, we all look like sisters. Because everybody got it. Soon as you start following, nah, I'm not going to even lie to you. Y'all got to come book with me. Or my daughter. Or Shawnee here in Denver. Excuse me. We're the only three that offers a hydration treatment. This is going to be the new approach. It's already the newest approach, the newest evolution of hair care. It softens our hair. Conditioner ain't never softened our hair. Not here in Denver. Because also, in addition to our dry, crazy climate, we got a tap water problem. And this is another area of the environment ain't nobody paying attention to. I think a lot of people think that tap water is clean. Y'all sadly mistaken if you do think that, because you're thinking wrong, real wrong. And our tap water here is getting heavier and harder and heavier and harder by the years. I've been in my same building 5 years. The tap water is harder than it was when I first moved into the building. I see it on my hands. But if you don't have the knowledge, you're not paying any of this any attention and you're wondering why clients ain't looking. Ask them. I just told somebody, have you called the clients that are on the books last month that ain't on your books this month? Have you called them to ask them, like, what's going on? Because a real practitioner does. Let my clients know if I ain't seen you. Hi, it's Miss Tanya. Hi, yes. I was just calling to make sure everything was okay. How's your hair doing? And then they just let you know, oh, Miss Tanya, I've been out of town, I've been sick. You gotta see some CRM into your business. If you don't even know what CRM is, we really need to talk because that's one of the primary components beauty school did not have time to go into that you did not test for. Did nobody tell you how to manage the relaxer prices and what to do after the client leaves your chair? Because, we practiced on dummies. That's crazy. How they gonna make us get a license after testing on dummies? I bet you clients thought that we was up in there testing on real people, huh? Nope. They had us testing on some damn dummies. They call them mannequins. They're not even alive. So we was in there acting like we was doing real people. And then we thought that all those practices, they only work on white people. Period. I did not go to beauty school to learn how to really make black hair beautiful like this without a relaxer. Because beauty school told me, oh, if a POC or a WOC walks through the door, you're supposed to braid their hair, give them a sodium hydroxide, a thiohydroxide, some locks, or some coils. Remember, Miss Tanya's different. So I was like, teacher, I don't want to do none of that to my hair. I don't want to hair color it. I don't want to cut it shorter. I don't want no blunt bob, not intentionally. You know what I'm saying? I want mine to grow. I'd be like, ugh. I'll walk around like this to fake the funk, because that's what the world is into doing. Fake the funk, be like, look, y'all. Hold on. If I really raise my shoulders, look how long my hair looks. Be like, girl, whatever. My own comedy show. Listen. Beauty school got everybody thinking that they provided you with the tools necessary to make it in this crazy climates that we live in. And there's a lot of girls that done moved here from another state, especially them humid states, and then brought their humid products. I got girls doing vinegar rinses here. You can't do no vinegar rinse here. Our tap water ain't gonna get that all off. And then our air is going to solidify the vinegar because vinegar solidifies. So does alcohol, so does chlorine, and so does salt. So you gotta know this in order to know what to do and more so what not to do. Like, come on. You how many years in the industry? 20 plus years, and you ain't did no research yet? You still doing what beauty school told you to do? Come on. Your clients are waiting for you to elevate, to evolve. Come on. There's mad money out here. I'm averaging 8 to 10,000 a month, and I don't even do no braids, no extensions, and no locks. None of that. $185 a client only takes me 2 hours or less. I'm do yes. I'm doing 5 clients a day. One at 9, one at 11, one at 1, one at 3, and my last one comes in at 5. I get done at 7, and I'm clocking at least 800 a day. Why would you not? Why would you not? Now, some people be like, forget that. I don't want to make no more money. I get that. Somebody just told me, Tanya, you think too big. You think bigger than Denver. And that's because I breathe this Atlanta air half time, because them girls down south are different. You come with a can of gasoline mixed with boo-boo. If they say down south that it's going to work or make your hair healthy or grow it, give me 10 cases. They in like Flynn. People here in Denver, they be like, what? What's in it? Where'd it come from? What kind? What's the pH? You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? People down south, they will jump head first, if you say anything's gonna help their hair. So I think I just, because I breathe that other air, I now have experience. I now have way more knowledge than the others are willing to admit. And it's crazy because we're having these talks now, and it's like some clients used to go to some of these other stylists here in Denver, and we're having these conversations because we're like, how come they're asking me, Tanya, how come they won't call you? I guess they scared to level up. They just gonna keep doing what they've been doing for the past 25 years. That's crazy. Your salon could be popping. All you gotta do, just test the waters. You gonna fool around and be out here in this hair heaven with us. And with me, I'm gonna teach you how to retain your clients, because see, I'm gonna teach you how to do a proper consultation. I'm gonna teach you how to wear scrubs. Like, it does matter. Versus wearing your street clothes and a kitchen apron, we should be looking more professional, especially if we got a license, right? Right. Why are we the only ones wearing street clothes? Why are we the only ones okay with going in looking crazy with our hair just looking, you know what I'm saying? Crazy, long as it's up in a ponytail. It don't even be neat. The back be falling out like this, you know what I'm saying? Hi. No. No, how would you like it if your dentist came and got you from the lobby looking crazy? Would you feel comfortable? Sometimes we have to put ourselves in the other shoe, but that's not what we're here for. We're here for hair loss, alopecia. And this, guess what, y'all? Clients are looking for hair loss solutions way more than a hairstyle, a cut, or some color. I promise you that. Look, half the world done flip and learned how to do half the stuff we do anyway. Half the world is doing their own cutting at home. They doing their own hair color at home. They doing their own braid at home. They doing their own extension, but they ain't doing that Marcel at home. I had to figure out something, anything that I know how to do that I know my clients don't know how to do. They cannot scratch their own scalps. They cannot trim. They don't know how to trim like I do, and they don't know how to work that Marcel iron like I do. So I give them 3 crucial essentials at that they can't do themselves at home. So they need me, whether they like it or not. And that's what I'm ready to teach other stylists. Like, you got to learn how to retain your clients. Beauty school didn't teach you that. Beauty school taught you how to entertain a bunch of walk-ins. Walk-ins are a problem. I don't take them. I'll teach you how to work by a schedule. Ain't nobody gonna text you to book with you. We are in 2025. You should have a booking link, and I got one for you. I'm an affiliate for Square. I make all kind of money all type of different places, and I'm gonna teach you how to start establishing you some additional avenues of revenue. Because I know too many individuals behind the chair. You're only doing hair. Where is your retail? Where is your brand? You need to be doing some classes. You need to be offering. We got to stop gatekeeping. Gatekeeping is the worst thing that you can do from behind the chair. It's going to keep you capped on on point all the time. So hair loss, it's a pandemic right now. And that's why I think that I'm still enrolling new clients left and right, because women are saying, forget these extensions here. That's what I have to, no, my clients don't be barking. That's what I have to hear about when they come. And I don't like to entertain it because I usually know the individual. So it's like, let's not, I always say, let's send her some flowers, because had she not ignored your hair loss and kept braiding you and kept braiding over your alopecia area and kept doing a sew in, you wouldn't be here. And they trip, they flip, because they be real traumatized. These women are pissed at these girls doing these extensions here and these wigs, the gluing on the foreheads, that don't work here. That's not protective at all. The braids really don't work here. You're not for somebody that's into getting more hair than they have. And that's not everybody. Not everybody gives two hoots out gaining. Okay. Some don't care. I understand that. And you're okay. You're all right. You just ain't like me. Because I care about my hair. I care about my business. I care about my clients. I care about what's happening to them after they leave me. So I do a follow up with everybody. Is it going to hurt you to take what, 5 minutes out your day to follow up with your clients? Hey, how's your holistic hairdo for the first night? Everybody says, fine. I woke up just like this. And this has never been the case, Tanya. Oh my God. I can't wait till session 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. You feel me, y'all? Because if you don't switch up and come here and get on board, you're going to end up having to go get a job here in Denver anyway. You're going to lose. I mean, man, we got a problem in the building. It's like a ghost town in my salon suite. We got 30 rooms, and not just yesterday, which is Saturday, but Friday. Like, hello. Like, dang. Usually I love walking my clients. We do this strutting up the highways, because all of us just be flowing and blowing. Everybody else's hair be on stuck. But everybody was like, dang, Tanya. I was like, I know, I'll tell my clients, I ain't even walking you to the door because ain't nobody in today. I was the only one on my side yesterday on a Saturday. Hey, clients, why are you not booking no more? You better start telling them, because they're not understanding the why. They're like, why is this client didn't come back? How come that client booking with Tanya and not booking with me no more? I'll tell you why. They told me your time management. They're sick of your room looking all dirty every time they come in. Oh, it's a lot of problems. It's a lot of problems. You be looking crazy. Your hair looks a mess all the time. Even it's a lot of problems going on that I can help us with. And yeah, this stuff hurts, but that's a part of growing, y'all. They call it growing pains. It's all right. It ain't gonna kill you. It's going to make you better. And then your clients are gonna be like, dang, thank God. I've been waiting for you to offer the My Water experience. Like, there's so many women out here, POCs and WOCs with major bread right now here in Denver. I can't do them all. They pushing me 7 days a week now. I got 2 more to do today because I was too tired after doing the 5 I did yesterday. So I'm going in today at 1 to knock the other 2 out. and then maybe rest Monday. Then I'm jumping right back in Tuesday because I got what's called longevity bookings. I got clients on my schedule for forever. Do y'all got clients on your schedule forever? I don't know who started this opening your books for 3 months at a time. That's dumb. That's capping yourself. I may need to book 3 months out. Everybody is not needing you this week or this month. You know what I'm saying? There's so much I'm about to open your brains up to. Like, we in a different time. I'm not telling you to take the braids and the stuff I've taken off my menu. You don't have to do exactly what I do, but you ain't gonna make the money I'm making, and you're not gonna be on the level I'm on, because you're gonna have to do exactly what I'm doing in order to get the results that I'm getting, that the clients is getting. This game is not about us. It's about the clients. And hair loss solutions is what Denver is looking for. Denver needs and braids is not a hair loss solution. You still don't have hair loss if you get braids. Extensions is not a hair loss solution. Those are styles. Those are gonna cover up your hair loss problem. While your hair is in braids, you really don't see what's going on. While your hair is in extensions, you really can't see what's going on. Now you may say, Miss Tanya, I don't care. Hey, here, that's another point where I would say you're getting off at the next stop, because you're not like me, because I care about my hair and my clients' hair. And I think that's why they have no problems dropping sometimes 225. Listen, when your total is 185 and you set up your square POS like I do, they're going to hit that 35%. Well, 35% of 185 is $37, something like that, $30 or $40 tip. That puts your total over $200 per client. Not bad for just shampoo. No, let me be clear. I scratch some scalps. Then I take them to the bowl. I don't use conditioner. I don't use a plastic baggie. Nobody has to sit over under a hooded dryer and waste 15 to 30 minutes of their time. I go right back to the chair. I comb them out with no pain, no snags, hardly any hair loss. Excuse me, very minimal hair loss. And then I show them how much less hair loss they have, and it's way less than they have at home. Because you got to show clients things that they're not speaking to you about. Then I tell them, I didn't even cover your head with a towel. I walks them through the whole session just like your dentist does, because that's the business I decided to copy. And it's got me known right now as Colorado's premier hair growth specialist. Ooh, and two people just called me a hydration expert. I told them I'll take it because I do know my stuff about water. Listen, if your lips are dry, you're thirsty. That means you're not drinking enough water. If you wake up every day with a headache and you popping them darn Tylenols and stuff, you're dehydrated. If you're constipated, and you know who you are, if you're not pooping or you got to push it out all the time, you're dehydrated. If you got sinus problems, allergies is another word for dehydration. Diabetes is another word for dehydrated. Obstruction. If you wear a CPAP, you're not drinking enough water. Overweight, obesity is the underlying factor due to dehydration. I was all of that. I was overweight. I had allergies up the yin yang. I used to wake up sounding like a dude every morning. Just constantly sniffling, snotting, running through boxes of tissue. All signs of dehydration. Used to have to keep stuff, feet crustier than a mug. We're going to take a short intermission. I need to water the lilies. Y'all give me a second. Woo, give me a second. Woo. Woo. Just like I had to filter out all them viewers. And I love doing that because I know that those of you that are really rocking with me, y'all gonna wait for me, right? So good morning, y'all. I had to pee. That's what happens when you filter your body and it allows you to detox. Like people think that you detox with some powder. Okay, did you poop? No. And the answer be no, not really. Yeah. So let's stop doing all the foolery stuff to our bodies. What's up, King Von? Hi, Joe. What's up, Danny? Used to do the barking dog shadow when I was a kid on the wall. Thanks for bringing back a fun childhood memory. My pleasure, Danny, and I hope you've subscribed. King, some major hair loss this past week. Uh-oh. Yes, I know. And so I'm going over the comments. So y'all, it's time to start dropping your questions, and because Miss Tanya is going through the comments, and I'm going to answer it because hair loss is not simple. And listen, stylists, stop trying to offer hair growth as a service. Hair growth ain't a service. Neither is a silk press. A silk press, straight hair. This is a lifestyle. Those of us that really wear it, I don't never switch up. Those in my client, we're never gonna braid. We're never gonna get extensions. We're never gonna let our hair air dry. This is it's a culture. It's not a style. And hair growth is not a service. God gave certain people growth. That's what we have to understand. It's in certain people's DNA. And God played a game of duck, duck, goose with us. It's just what happened. Everybody didn't come out the all gone same. Some of us need to accept that God didn't goose you. He ducked you for a big booty. Some people just naturally got big booties. You feel me? Some people naturally got big boobs. It wasn't me. I didn't get the big boobs. I didn't get the big beauty. They used to say, Miss Tanya, it's your beauty, not your booty. But it was true because I didn't get the big boobs like my friends had. You feel me? So hair growth is not a service. There's so many girls that live in high humidity hollering that they offer hair growth. Girl, you really look uneducated because you live in humidity. You live in the land of hair growth. What you mean? So clearly, I had to do the confusion. Why are you offering hair growth? It's like my clients are suffering hair loss, Miss Tanya. Ah. What are you doing? You're using conditioner and you're using biotin treatments and you're using a whole bunch of types of chemicals that oxidize. And listen, these climates aren't as humid as they used to be. People think that Georgia is as like humid as Florida. That's not the case no more. Georgia ain't all as humid as it used to be when I first started going there. It's doable. Even in the summer, might be hot, but it ain't as muggy as it used to get, like Florida gets. So anyway, let me get back. I was supposed to be going through the comments. Now I know some of y'all be like, she really talks too much. I'm really liking you first time. What's up, Danny? I just subscribed. That's what's up. And gave you a thumbs up. I like your way. Danny, that's what's up. I'm super different. I'm not like most other WOCs and POCs. I'm real different because, I'm this professional that used to, what I'm saying, I used to be a gang member and a drug dealer here in Denver. And then, this drug dealer and this gang member done figured out how to level all the way up and became a professional, got her own business, her own brand, got her own product, selling it all across the United States. She got all these clients, you know what I'm saying? Thank you, Danny. Thank you, Danny. What's up, Shanti? King Von said we have to catch up this week. I will text you after the live. I can't wait, Von. So I'll get off because it's only 8 o'clock where I'm at, or going on 8 o'clock. So I don't have to really, I don't have to open till 1. So I got time. We can chop it up. 66 model here. Oh, what's up, Danny? I'm 50. I'm new to the over 50. All these young people, Danny, are the ones that gave me the most havoc behind my knowledge. They were the only ones saying, you need conditioner. That's because they was born into it, Danny. You and I both know there wasn't even no conditioner on the market back in the 70s and the 80s. That stuff didn't even come into play until the 90s. And that's when everybody started suffering hair loss issues. So all I've done, Danny, is taken me and my tribe of clients here in Denver back to my basics of what I was doing when I first started doing hair here in Denver. Because it was working back then, it's working now, and it's going to always work because the truth ain't never gonna change. Do y'all know that? if you rock with what's true, the truth ain't never gonna change. Like I remember the year when they first cross-contaminated a moisture treatment here in Denver. We was confused. I used to rock with the Maxwells here. We doing hair back in the day, and I remember I called Cherie and was like, "What is a moisture treatment?" And she was like, "Oh no." So we took to social media, and we was like, "They put in a plastic baggie, and what is that white cream?" Because we wasn't using it here. We thought it was relaxer. We was so confused because we was like, they using relaxer? Then we found out like, oh, it's called conditioner. We was like, okay, let's go get some. So we went and got some and started copying those down east. Moisture treatments, I guess, ain't for Denver. It's not for any dry climate. So if you live in Nevada, Utah, Arizona, California, even Southern California is super stupid dry. You can't be moisturizing and following the humidified approaches. That don't work. That's like a cactus trying to live in humidity or a tropical plant trying to live in the desert. It don't work. And once you cross-contaminate and change your climate, you got to change your approach. You can't, come on, y'all. The same applies to our hair. You got to use your head for more than just a hairstyle. Darn it. My dad used to say that to me all the time. He be damned, Tanya. Because, it was difficult to get me to learn all this knowledge because it's hard when you think you know everything and then you got to realize you don't know nothing or that you had everything wrong. That's a hard pill to swallow. So dad used to be like, golly, Tanya, use your head for more than just a hat rack. I used to be like, Dad, forget you. I didn't know. All these girls here told me that you need conditioner. Shoot, I was scared at first, but now I'm so proud that I didn't let them sayers knock me off my platform because, again, I'm overbooked. I be telling ladies I don't have no openings. Last week, I can't get you in. They think I'm closed on Saturdays. I don't have no openings on Saturdays. No, I got ladies been waiting 2 weeks to get in to see me. There's a line at the door. You got to get in line. I be telling these new clients, baby, you got to get in line. You should have came 5 years ago. There's a wait list for Saturdays. There's a wait list for evening openings. You got to get in line. What's up, y'all? Appendee said hello. Hope everything is well and good. It would have been the same this side, but life is somehow tough, especially to the children that I take care of. As I speak now, we are in a crisis of everything. I'm so sorry to hear. How many did you have? Because that's one thing, baby, I did. I burnt my tubes. I severed my tubes. I wasn't doing too good in life. I was 25 and had a three-piece by three different dudes. I was off to a pretty bad start. So I said to my last doctor when I had my last baby in 2000, I was 25 years old. I told him I'm cool. Because I had a friend, she had five, and she was going through some real life struggles. Like at Christmas, she would do stuff like get a Christmas tree, but she wouldn't the kids wouldn't have no gifts under it. That's a little mental. And I used to ask her, why are you doing that to them? If you don't got no gifts for them, and her whole thing is, I can't afford it. I can't afford it. Well, okay, well, why put the tree up? That's cold. Everybody knows that Santa's supposed to come overnight, and you got your kids just waking up to nothing. Oh man, that year I went to human services. I showed her, like, you can go over here to your human services and they give you free toys. You don't care what it is. The kids just want something in the morning to open. You know what I'm saying? And to her, my ideas were so stupid. Like, okay. So I hope you didn't have five and you stopped at three like I did. Look like Indian hair. I do. I got it. Good eye. Glyph, huh? They don't know, but they act like they know. And it's okay to not know, Vaughn, but what's not okay is that you're not going to get the knowledge. You're not going to get help. You're just going to keep drifting in the not knowing. That's going to make your business and your whole lifestyle struggle. You're going to end up having to go get a job. Vaughn, they going to be putting in applications and stuff. Let me drink some water right now. Evelyn, get it in you, baby. Get it in you. And if you need help, because this water game ain't simple, As you see, it's all kind of waters on the market. They trying to trick y'all into thinking that they got some clean water on the shelves or some healthy, pure water in the stores. Come on, y'all. That clearly shows you ain't got no knowledge and you ain't did no research. If you think that the bottled waters in the stores, come on, y'all, is clean, healthy water, that's tap water bottled with more chemicals added to it than the water coming to your house. Because one thing is for sure, you ain't got no bicarbonates coming through your pipes in your house. But all them bottles of water on the shelves got bicarbonates in it. They have to put bicarbonates in it because there's all the stuff floating in the tap water that they bottling. Y'all got to do some research and stop just running around here with like a chicken with your heads cut off. Jesus, Lord, have mercy on our souls on this Sunday morning. What's up, tribe? I got a lot of gray hairs. I know why. I know why, Vaughn. I know why. I think I know why. I think it's the alcohol. Alcohol does that to you. Facts. Those that don't drink ain't got a lot of grays. Those that drink a lot, gray quick. It changes a lot of things. And see, I stopped at a pretty young age. I stopped drinking. I was 42, I think. I'm 50 now. I know I got at least 7 years under my belt where I ain't putting no poison into my body. But I think that poison, because that's what it is. Like they call it alcohol, but the real category of that stuff is poison. And that's why you're so dizzy and why you be a different person on it and why you change. Remember, I was talking about all the stuff that was going on where my people that I'm seeing is my age and they're looking like they're 70 and 80 years old, like somebody's grandpa, and we're 50, is because of that alcohol. I just seen a comedian that I'm following, and I've been following him for a long time, y'all, some years. He looks old all of a sudden. And I know one of the things that happens when you elevate into bigger and better money, you start going hard in the paint with drinking and doing drugs, which I get. Miss Tanya likes to be a little woozy too, but they go hard in the paint and it becomes a habit and they're doing it every day. It shows. It shows, y'all. And what's crazy is the individual does not see the changes because the changes is not happening like overnight. It's a little bit happening a little bit over time. So the person themselves don't realize you look horrible. And we're in a day and age where ain't nobody really true friends no more. Ain't nobody really trying to tell nobody the truth no more. We got straight up best friends and OGs and homies that ain't telling you nothing. They'll go buy you another pint of liquor that's gonna make you worse and sick instead of telling you and being strong enough and loving you and really caring about you and telling you to go drink you some water. You feel me, y'all? You know what I'm saying? I'm different. I'm real different. I tell my friends know this. Half the time, they really don't want to talk to me because they know they're going to get the truth with no chaser. I love you. So I'm definitely not going to let you misspeak around me. That's not true. You don't do that. That's not the case. That's not, you know what I'm saying? Only people that really don't love you going to let you misspeak and make mistakes and mess up like drinking and taking shots. I mean, it's cool to celebrate, but if you pushing that every day, that's not what's up, y'all. And ain't nobody gonna make you stop but you. We're adults. That means you gotta do everything for yourself. The only time somebody gonna come and level you up for you is when you a minor. Period. Let me get to these comments, y'all. That was me this past month. Job been stressful. What's up, Hassan? Can you help me plan a trip there? Of course, Vaughn. You saw, I don't know if you saw, Miss Tamara's came. She flew in from Edmond, Oklahoma. That was dope. She literally came in. She's the eighth female to fly here to Denver to come get their hair done by me. I'm gonna pin my hair up because I gotta wash today's wash day because I don't like how the back is looking. My hair starts looking crazy after about 3, 4 days. I don't like that crazy look because I'm not about to start adding oil and doing all that craziness just because I don't want to wash it. So I'm about to wash it and I'm using a new product. Research! I'm also testing Mazzani. Let me show y'all. And I like it because I got the I got the clarifying shampoo and I got the moisture shampoo. Because you know that's my approach is all about clarifying, then post cleansing with a moisture. And I love it. And of course, you gotta post treat that nasty ass tap water, y'all. Ooh, I didn't mean to cuss. Sorry. You gotta post treat that contaminated tap water with my water. That's what my product does, y'all. My product's not a conditioner. My product that is do condition your hair though, but it post treats the tap water, removes the metals. I'm sure beauty school didn't have time to talk to us about all that, and ain't nobody on social media warning you about the fact that your tap water is not removing half the ingredients in the bottles that we're using today. And if you're not reading the ingredients, do you know I talked to 6 stylists? I had to ask them in a certain way, but they all admitted that they've never read the ingredients to the things that they're using. That's a problem. Oh, that's a big problem. I'm like, you never read the ingredient list? She was like, no. She was like, I just be using it. Girl, so I showed her. She was like, I didn't know that it had all that in there. I'm like, I know, you got to read. These companies don't give two hoots about the wellness of our hair. That's our job. Listen, I used to wonder, y'all know I love my white people, but I'm about to reference my white people. I used to wonder why my white people used to be in the stores, in the aisles, staring at a product. They'd be in the stores with their glasses on, like, and I used to wonder, what are they staring at? Dang, just pick one, right? Nah, they're smart. Or the ones I was seeing were smart because they was reading. They cared about what was going in their bodies because Tanya reads. Some people get mad because I'm like, um, you don't see this? And then they're like, oh, well, what is you moving too fast? Just say I don't care. Then I'll leave you alone. And then you're not a part of my tribe because in order to be a part of this tribe, this holistic hair care tribe, that means you care about your hair and your scalp. If you don't care about your hair and your scalp, you don't care. You need to get out of here. You need to go over there to that natural tribe, or the natural tribe, the wig tribe, the extension tribe, the braid tribe. Those people clearly don't care about what's going on with their hair in between. That ain't us. We care. So we're the minorities, everybody. We're not popular. We're not popping because we have our edges. You feel me? We're getting fuller. You feel me? We're not. What's up, Miss Virginia? You're beautiful too. Thank you. They don't know King Von, but they need to know. We are the change. The more people, the more the tap water is messed up. That is correct. The higher the populations of the place you're looking to move into, the nastier your tap water is going to be. And that's not just going to make your hair and your skin and your nails struggle. That's going to make your internal organs struggle too. And that's crazy because there's so many individuals that don't have an inkling clue of how heavy and hard the tap water is. And you making formula with the tap water, I be telling them, don't do your baby like that. Dang, you might not care about your internal organs, but you have an obligation to the babies. Make sure that you're buying local spring water from and I don't get it from the stores. You got to get it directly from the bottling companies. I don't know what be happening and what they do by the time it gets to the stores. Maybe it sits too long, but something about them in stores be a little contaminated. So if you're going to be like me, have El Dorado water delivered. I'll give you the code too, so that you get at VIP service, you know what I'm saying, with selecting your dispenser and how many gallons you need each month. And I'll help you with that to determine how many gallons your household needs each month, because this stuff is crucial, y'all. Our air is drying out. And if you are not hydrating and drinking enough of the right kind of water for your body, you are about to be struggling in all kind of ways. Listen, fatigues do not stop you from getting up and operating, but it makes your day hell. Headaches and hurting, your back is hurting, your feet is hurting, your arms is hurting and tingling and shit, and your legs is hurting and your back is killing you. Listen, you can be just as pretty with the biggest BBL, but if your internal organs are dehydrated, you are struggling. I don't care how pretty you are on the outside, your insides are struggling. And That's all self-inflicted because we're supposed to read. It's all in the books. I have books that I can share with individuals that I read. Like, dang, it is true. We're just like a fish. We need water. And once we choose to eliminate the water, we're not going to die right away, but we definitely going to be like a fish, like, that's why some people walking around like this, you drying out. Dang. Some women just need to look at the bottoms of your feet. I see it in my salon. You are not drinking enough water. Look, I'll show you, like Miss Tanya. Don't be talking stuff. Look at the bottoms of my feet. Mine ain't all cracked and stuff. You see what I'm saying? Some people be having a whole island right here under this part. I don't. Mine is smooth because I'm hydrated, y'all. So y'all need to get together. Wondering why you ain't got no man. Look at your feet. You probably snagging up the sheets at night and giving him sores just because of your feet. Customer Retention Management. King Von, I'm so proud of you. That is exactly what CRM stands for. And mine is on point. Ooh, it's on point. One of the main components of what I do is my CRM. That's what keeps women's attention. That's what keeps a client in your chair. Women are sick of just being serviced. We've been doing that for years. Women are now looking for somebody to really care about them. Women are looking for somebody to redirect them and give them some new options that they ain't never seen or heard about. Give them some new ideas. They're sick of being told the same exact thing. Oh, you need a protein treatment for your hair loss. Oh, you need to braid your hair for hair loss. Oh, you need to, what else they be saying here in Denver? Braid, protein, keratin, hair growth oil. You need to go get you some serum and smear that across your scalp. None of that worked for us. Not, and it sure in the hell didn't give us the results that we're getting now. So we have found, and I say we because it's my older clients. It wasn't just me, y'all. The older women in my chair. I do a lot of tenure clients. I really don't fool with young chicks here. They run me raggedy. My older clients, they laugh, they just chuckle because I'm not scared to say it. I mean, I got 3 kids and I don't want to deal with them in my chair. So I work hard to only attract the real breadwinners here in Denver, which are these tenure women that got husbands, that are homeowners, that drive in nice luxurious whips. All my clients driving caddies and Benzes and Beamers pulling up. They would never book with some of the other businesses here in Denver because of their unprofessionalism, because of their lack of cleanliness in their environments, the lack of results. Period. They don't want their hair to be stiff and stuck and spritzed and weighed down with oil and serums. They've gotten all of that before. It is time that stylists need to open up your mindsets. You don't have to use my water, but you just got a hell of a hill to climb up by yourself because I have 14 months backed of research and science. This product's been tested and approved by the Parker Water and Sanitation District. I got paperwork on my products. I didn't just do no any, mini, mighty, mo, and I sure in the hell didn't go to no darn store or bottle Denver's nasty tap water the way it's coming through the taps. We all know what tap water does, and it don't do this. When you have nothing on your hair, we keep a halo without adding any oil. That's never been the case. So let me get back to the comments. The Dora hair. It's funny because I'm in beauty school. Ooh, Alea, I want to talk to you, honey, because I used to work. I was an educator for Empire Beauty School, so I know exactly what's going on. Listen, Aaliyah, thank you for bringing this up because the comments give me things to talk about. I thought I wanted to be an educator. I thought I wanted to work for Empire Beauty Schools. They could never pay me enough to go back and do all that work. I couldn't believe that. That was the worst voluntary job, because you know you volunteer yourself when you choose to go get a job, right? Did nobody make you go get that job? You picked that job. So I thought, because one day somebody I knew moved here and she enrolled at the Aurora location here on Mississippi. And I went up there and was shook it, because when I was in beauty school, which was way back in 2006, that school was called something artistry. It was a whole bunch of white people at that campus. There was no black people in that building. So when I visited the friend, it was a whole bunch of black people in the building. And I was like, I want to work here, because I already know beauty school is not really teaching you how to care for black hair. They only teach you how to style black hair and chemically alter it, right? All right, right. So I applied. I got hired, which was not easy. I was the only POC or WOC in the whole class. They called it recruitments because they hired like 20 of us at the same time. And you had to do 6 weeks of training before you even saw a student or a classroom. We sat in a room at a specific campus for 6 weeks because you had to pass not three, six certifications before you could even make it to teaching. So I passed all six. That's why I can claim that I hold I got the paperwork. Six certifications to administer the CLIC curriculum, which is only exclusively administered by Empire Beauty Schools. However, I quit after 92 days. I rolled my whole kit, because they give you a nice, you think y'all get a nice kit as a student, you get a nicer one as an educator. I mean, it's a whole trunk full of stuff that you get for the when you become an educator, you know what I'm saying? But I quit after 92 days. I rolled that trunk right back into the office, and I told them too, I don't even see how y'all keeping y'all's doors open, and good luck to you, because you could never pay me enough to remain in this building. And I told them, I told y'all I didn't need this little bit of money. And then they was only paying me like $800 per paycheck. Ah, I make this in 2 days. And y'all got me waiting 14 days for this little bit of money and got me doing all this work. And the hardest part was them smart ass students. That was my primary problem. I was ready to meet some of them outside at their car, like, girl, don't let these heels and these slacks fool you. Like, I got my paper. You the one that's up here trying to get yours. So I would advise you to quit getting smart, because I have a job to do and you the one keep breaking the rules. So if you don't want Miss Tanya talking to you every day, quit chewing the gum, quit coming in here in your pajamas, and stop setting up and leaving the campus. And I won't have to say nothing to you. I don't talk to my white girls every day, because they on point, doing what they supposed to be doing, following the rules. Ooh, they used to have me heated. Like, oh, no, 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 no. One day I went home crying because they wanted me to lie. Let me tell y'all what Empire wanted me to do, what really made me quit. They wanted me to lie, because at Empire Beauty Schools, the esthetician room wasn't even set up. But yet y'all certifying students to go take the state promisal exam, and they've gotten zero esthetician practical hours. And y'all charging them, I heard $20,000 now. Ooh. So they got audited back in 2011. And they brought three of us educators from the floor to go back into an office, and they instructed us to lie on all the senior records to reflect that they had gotten, not from me. I remember I went back there, I signed in, because mind you, everything was protected by our sign in. So I'm not stupid. Like, this is a setup. I felt real, like back in the day, like when the homie set me up when I got jumped. I was like, this don't feel right, because this is wrong. Number one, we're in here. And I told the other educators, do you realize what we're doing? They got us in here lying. You know, they said it a different way. Like, we need to adjust the senior records. We're lying on these records for the state, because they done got audited. And we're logging. I sat back and watched them. They was just a keying away. I can't do it. I'm not gonna do it. And this little bit of money is irritating me too. So that was the night that I quit. I went home. My mother knows. I cried because I worked so hard trying to prove 5,000 hours. And you work for yourself. That's not easy to do. So I had to submit my taxes, which proved my hours of practice from behind the chair, which is how I got hired without ever working for a corporation or Great Clips or some snatch. 92 days, baby, I'm out of there. Y'all can keep this job. And I'm so disappointed. I'm so disappointed in Empire. I passed by there the other day, parking lot empty. There might have been less than 20 cars. And I said, dang, that parking lot was full. The car wash behind the campus used to get mad because some of our guys would park their trucks at the car wash because that's how many students used to be in beauty school. I tell everybody there's a reason my logo is a yin and a yang. I know very well of all these shifts that are happening, especially the current one in the industry, why clients are not booking like they used to. So thanks for bringing that up, baby. But I'm going to help you with beauty school because, I mean, we got to talk. Make sure that you're going to get out and do weave and you're going to primarily do like white type of hair, white girl hair. Do not think that you are in beauty school to learn how to care for black hair. You are only in beauty school to learn how to style it, cut it shorter, braid it, lock it, give it a relaxer. I just added holistic relaxers to my menu, y'all, because I now realize I give a totally different relaxer. Don't nobody burn with my relaxers, and ain't nobody gonna have a scab the next morning with me. And the hair is flowy. That ain't never been the case with a relaxer. We all know this, that get them. Our hair is stupid stiff and it never moves. And it still be frizzy. I know why though. I know why. Don't worry, guys. She is not talking to space. It's me. Peace and love. She not lying. She is the truth. I have to renew my license this week. Don't do it. Hold on, Vaughn. Don't do it yet, and I'm gonna tell you why. Hi, Miss Rita. Welcome. Thank you for subscribing. Been doing hair since '83. Ow! Hey, Miss Rita, we need to talk. Yes, I do not want to talk really to, I don't no longer want to have no more conversations with nobody that was born 1990 or later. I don't want to talk to you because all we're going to do is bump heads because you was born into the bullshit and you think you need conditioner, you think you need heat protectant, you think you need oil, you think you need so much that you don't need. So that's why that's who has given me a hard time with my approach. All of my clients, all of my majority of my customers are 10-year women. These women are older than me. So that's my demographical market. And Miss Rita, even by your name, Miss Rita Franklin, you sound like a 10-year lady. And I love older women. These young ducks really do. They get on my nerves. They just be. Bark. Nice out, y'all. I just like doing stuff because I know that I get on some people's nerves because I get on my own nerves. But can't help it. I got the knowledge. And I'm not a gatekeeper anymore, and I'm willing to share it with only those that reach out to me individually because I'm never going to hold a class anymore. I'm never going to try to teach nobody nothing, and it's 2, 3, 5, 6, 7, 8 of y'all in the same room. No. I work with people one-on-one. Vaughn knows this. All the individuals that I've mentored know this. I'm done trying to train. Denver did it for me. I can't wait to tell my stories. I know specific individuals that I offer to train for free. And you know what they did? They came back and was like, that's okay, Miss Tanya. I'm just going to keep doing what I'm doing. Okay, deuces. You don't want this 10 G's a month in, huh? You're going to keep living the lifestyle you live in because you don't want to change? And you got somebody that got something that works, that's safe, that's effective, that clients is paying $185 a session for? Come on, y'all. We got to make it make sense. You feel me? King Von, they spend more on that than a sew-in. $400 for 3, maybe 4 months and worse. Facts. Happy Sunday, pretty lady. Hi, Nikki. Miss Wade, amen on this gorgeous Sunday. What's up, Japan? Watching from me? You watching me from Japan? I want to go to Japan. Can you help me? Ways that I can't be saying that. People be killing people on YouTube because there's so many haters in the world. Do y'all know that? There's so many. I be watching it. I watch cases where a lot of people on YouTube. That's why I don't get on here too much. That's why I don't be trying to put on no makeup and be real pretty and stuff. Cause I already be getting a gang of dudes getting at me, and I don't even wear makeup. Imagine if Miss Tanya put on some lashes. I don't. That's why I don't do it. Cause I'll turn the whole block. You feel me? Especially if I let this booty show, I purposely wear scrubs to cover my butt. I don't put on a whole bunch of makeup. I don't wear lashes. I try not to be too flashy. You feel me? Because I see how some dudes be looking now. I be like, I see you. The law of attraction is real though, but I've had to learn it. Somebody had to teach me how to follow the rules of the law of attraction. You got to get your health together. You can't be chunky and think you the law of attraction. That is not sexy, ladies. And I'm strong enough to tell you, I don't care about your feelings. I tell my best friends, I don't care about your feelings. I used to tell my kids, I don't need you to like me. I love you. There's a difference in this joint. I give two hoots about you liking me. I care about you. And I care about your hair. I care about your hydration levels. So I'm not afraid to get on you. What you gonna do? You wanna fight? Cause Miss Tanya with the shits too. I return energy. You wanna hop around? Let's hop around. You wanna get crazy? Let's get crazy. You wanna cuss? I can cuss. You wanna be petty? It's so easy for me to be messy and petty. You wanna get professional? Miss Tanya gonna suit up and get professional on you. You feel me? I don't think y'all feel me because I got only 32 likes and I got at least like 71 people right now. Watch. How come y'all don't like the love? Huh? 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 Tanya in the tribe. What's up, Netta? Welcome, sweetness. Angela, are you doing video consults for those not in Denver or Atlanta? I sure will, Angela. Just reach out to me, y'all. Look, I'm like Tupac. I really ain't hard to find. All you got to do is ask Google. Look, AI is even talking about Tanya does hair. AI got a whole breakdown about what Miss Tanya Mason does and what Tanya does hair does. So all you got to do is Google Tanya does hair, Tanya. Because my name is Tanya. My father served over in Russia, and my name is Russian. Tanya. If there's supposed to be an asterisk, but I didn't like that, stopped it because I wanted to be more American, like everybody else. I was so busy trying to be like everybody else. I was not trying to embrace my individuality back when I was younger. So I dropped the asterisk, but my dad says it right. Tanya, Tanya. It's Tanya, Dad. He be Tanya, Tanya, Tanya. It's so welcome. And yes. I do all kind of consults. Most individuals that buy my product, they become in contact with me because I reaches out because I'm gonna make sure that you order because USPS be trying to trip. I think the feds be breaking open my packages because I used to send dope in the mail when I was younger. So I make sure that the orders get to you, and then I reach out because I have post-session guidelines on amazing education and knowledge that I provide you once you purchase my product or you book a service. Because I now understand that when it comes to hair care, we have two obligations, both in the chair with the professional, what happens in the session, and then also have an obligation to do certain things at home, like protecting the hair when you sleep or sweat. And I help my clients understand what's best for them. Like everybody doesn't wrap their hair, everybody doesn't roll their hair. But I teach my clients, you got to pick one of the two because you definitely can't just be putting on a bonnet like you got braids or weave in your hair and think that your hair is going to wake up and not be frizzy or messed up, because that decision is going to result in you having to get up and plug up a flat iron and put some oil on your hair, and you don't want to be doing that to dirty hair because heat is only safe when your hair is clean. You see, so there's so many components. That's why I think people are scared of hair care, and they're like, I'm gonna just keep braiding, Miss Tanya. I'ma just keep doing these K-tips, Miss Tanya, because all that you talking, it's not hard, y'all. It really is, especially when you got me to break it down for you and clear your confusion. It's not hard. It's so easy now that I've already done the research. I done already made all the mistakes for you, and I have already found the solution. I mean, regardless, it'd be one thing if only just my hair was looking like this and my clients were still looking jacked up, walking in with rabbit tails and in hats and scarves and stuff. My clients don't do that. We walk in looking like this. We don't wait till our hair is jacked up to go get it redone. Nah, we done did some research and we realized that like after about 8 days, our shedding increases. That's when the itching starts. That's when the frizz and the dullness pops up. And everybody's like, dang, Miss Tanya, you are so right. I'm like, it's the research. I didn't pull this shit out of no hat or nothing. You know what I'm saying? I just sat my butt down, started reading because everyone here in Denver had me straight confused. Talking about you can hydrate with oil. Let me educate y'all. There is not a drop of hydrogen in any oil in the on earth. So there's so many people out here lying to kick it. Smokey said it in Friday. You ain't got to lie to kick. No, that wasn't her. That wasn't Smokey. That was Craig's girl, huh? That was like, you ain't got to lie, Craig. You ain't got to lie. You ain't got to lie to kick it. You know what I'm saying? You ain't got to lie to kick it no more. We don't have to do all that no more. But Angela Johnston, Google Tanya Does Hair LLC on Google. Everybody can Google me, read my reviews. Look, I done had people try to I pissed a bunch of people off on Facebook because they posted a photo of a girl with this big old unmanageable poofy. It was frizzy. Yes, it was long, but you could tell you couldn't get a comb through it. And we have a world now that thinks that's beauty. That's not beauty. This is beauty. This is healthy hair. Ooh, I may have to end this live. I just got my good morning message from my friend. He doesn't understand. He just don't understand. Are you sure? So I am gonna wrap this up. Let me get to so Angela, please reach out to me. Hi, Wanda King. I haven't been doing drinking a lot. I know we need to work on it. To wait, let me finish reading. I have slowed down a lot. I may have a beer or two after work. No hard liquor. Beer is the worst. Don't y'all understand that? My mom thinks that she's doing better because she now has switched to malt liquor at that. My mother drinks Old English, and she don't see, and she mixes it with wine. I'm like, Mom, she clearly has no idea how they make the beer. There's so much yeast in beer. You're going to have a big stomach, Vaughn, and your ankles is going to be all swollen, which is not a good look. So please stop drinking it, period. You don't need it. It's not helping you. It doesn't hydrate you. It's killing your liver. It's going to mess up your appearance. You're going to be looking like you 80 by the time you 40, and you don't want that smoke because once you start looking like that, it's real hard to reset and regroup to back to where you should have been. So don't do that to yourself because that's all self-inflicted. And that's anybody drinking. I got some friends, especially my white girls. I got some friends where I'm like, whoa, the alcohol done completely changed their whole appearance. Like, dang. So that's another, I don't want that for me. I want to maintain the same look. So many people run into me and they're like, damn, Tanya, you look the same way you did 20 years ago. Thank you. Because it is an effort. It did not come naturally. You got to work at wellness and you got to work at the law of attraction. So, Vaughn, I hope. Hi, Nancy. Hi, Pretty. Oh, I like that spelling, Pretty. Your hair is dry. Okay, Pretty. I'm starting to realize that some people are dehydrated because the first thing that dehydration do mess with, it can mess with your vision. So if you think my hair is dry, you must like oily, greasy, and probably wear weave. I don't know. Because and you're young, I think, because you spelled your name Preeti. That's not how you spell pretty, but okay. But that's what the young people, my tenure people, y'all realize that's what the young people are doing? They change everything to make themselves comfortable. The names have been changed to protect the innocent. Miss Pretty is so innocent. But I love you, Pretty. Anyway, you know what I'm saying? But yeah, my hair is dry. Look at this dry hair, y'all. So, dry hair. Yeah, I love this dry hair, Pretty, honey. I don't know what you thought, but I love it. I don't know what you got. You know what I'm saying? I don't know if you're doing live showing your real hair or not, but I'm trying to do my part. I'm doing my part. You know what I'm saying? I ain't even, man. And it's wash day. Good day. Her hair doesn't look dry. It's okay, CSJ. She probably just ain't drinking enough water. She dehydrated. What I wanted to tell you, I was the other day, I have some doll heads, and one fell out of the blue. And when I picked it up, I swear I would just discovered and troubles melted away. Hi, Miss Sherry. Since that day, last Monday, I realized that working 100 hours in 1 week, this company don't care, and I can't keep killing myself for someone else's pocket and not getting nowhere and not happy. Facts. King Von the Beautician, are you taking new clients? See, look, King Von, you better connect with Miss Ann. I think she in Durham. Jesus love you. Anybody in Durham, reach out to King Von. Hey, he has a hydration treatment. He offers my water. So I would highly recommend that y'all get with Von if you're in Durham. Okay, I made it to the bottom. Miss Penelius, hi, baby. You know, I didn't know that when you're real bougie, because I was in a pageant one year, I didn't know that you really don't be you gonna mess up your lipstick. So when you're real bougie, did you know that you kiss, you don't even touch your hand, you touch your nose. You go, that's so bougie. Mwah, mwah. And then you do that, mwah, and you ain't touching nothing. Look, mwah, mwah. Thanks, y'all, for joining my live. This has been another very productive live, hanging out with Miss Tanya at her house. In my personal space to go over. I hope you guys understand that hair loss requires my hair and scalp restoration program. I don't know anyone except my Shawnee here in Denver and my daughter that's willing to do what is creating the anagen phase to become effective again. That's what we need in order to stay full and in order to keep our hair full. If you're not removing your scalp buildup and you're only shampooing your hair and you're ignoring your scalp, you've got excessive hair loss. And I hope you stop today because what you're losing, baby, you ain't no lizard. You're not replacing as fast as you're losing it. So that hair loss is going to become noticeable. And you too will be running up the hair growth serums avenue, chasing a pill or a cream, when in fact, growth is not your problem. Remember, growth is not a service. That's what God gave you. And God didn't give fast hair growth to everybody. Some of us got slow hair growth, like myself. My hair does not grow fast, never has. Some was born with fast hair growth. You know who you are. Some was born with just naturally low density, like myself. I ain't never had thick hair or high density. That's how I was born. But there's some individuals, most individuals in my chair got a million strands on their head. That ain't me. Like I would never put a Marcel iron to my hair, never. I talk bad about the plug ups, but Miss Tanya uses one. You see, I use that titanium though. I ain't never gonna use a ceramic or a tourmaline. And tell Babyliss to pull up because I'm gonna tell them that your little shiny, your little pretty silver coated plates chips, Babyliss, and you didn't have me spend $120 on this tool and it's snagging my hair because my hair ain't straight and I'm not wearing weave. You know what I'm saying? We do real hair up over here. So I'm about to get off of here because I love you all. This has been another productive live. If you haven't already, make sure you subscribe. If you haven't subscribed, make sure you like the live because I'm getting off of here so I can enjoy my morning, talk to some people, my friends and stuff, send out my reminders for today because I do same day reminders every morning with every client. They know this and they love that type of attention and consideration. That's what helps them to not have no problems paying $185 a session, I promise you. So, y'all have a happy Sunday. And remember, Miss Tanya loves you. And so does Jesus. Not Jesus. God loves you. Jesus loves you too. Deuces.